Hello learners. Now we are in section B. In section A, we defined market and market structure. Though market structure is a matter of degree, not of kind, just to remind you there are four possible forms of market. Perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly and monopolistic competition. In this section, we shall discuss about perfectly competitive market structure and how do firms reach to equilibrium or maximize profit in such a market structure. Perfect competition is a theoretical market structure which doesn't exist in real life. In practice, businessmen use the word competition as synonymous to rivalry. But Anna Koutsoyannis, a Greek-born British microeconomist, defined perfect competition as complete absence of rivalry among the individual firms. To understand why, we need to go through the characteristics that define a perfectly competitive market structure. To understand why, we need to go through the assumptions based on which a perfectly competitive market is defined. First, we shall list the assumptions and then explain them one by one. The first assumption of a perfectly competitive market is a large number of buyers and sellers. That is, in a perfectly competitive market, there are many buyers and sellers. One cannot count out. The second assumption is homogeneous product. That is, product produced by individual firms are identical. Then come the assumptions of freedom of entry and exit. The fourth is the assumption of profit maximization. Perfectly competitive market assumes complete absence of government regulation. Perfect mobility of factors of production is a core assumption of a perfectly competitive market. And finally, it considers the assumption of perfect information. We shall explain these assumptions in more detail in our next video.